Morning, everyone.
Morning. How we go?
You've been in this game before. Does it ever get less exciting?
Nah, I mean every single year. It's going on my sixth SC and UCLA game. Every year, I mean it's special. I mean you always talk about it years before. I mean even in the off season, I was like I just can't wait for the SC game. So no, it doesn't get less exciting every year that I play it.
Go ahead. You've been a part of this rivalry. How do you explain it to the guys that have not been a part of it? How do you describe what that feeling is when you step on the field and you're matching up against USC?
I would say like you would try to prepare them throughout the week. Obviously, like no wearing red, like don't even talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Like try to like hype them up throughout the week and understanding like the scout team guys like they got to have that type of like energy at practice. But yeah, I mean telling the young guys you don't really know until you really step on and see that on the field and get to kind of see that like rivalry and the energy and stuff on the field. I mean it's kind of hard to describe, but they're going to experience it come Saturday, so that's going to be a great thing for them.
And after you do step on the field, can you talk a little bit about the trash talking that does go on?
Yeah,
there's a lot of it.
Yeah, no, usually there's a lot. I mean, from my years recently, there's always usually the wide receivers and the DBs. They always love to talk back and forth with them. We kind of have a program with the O-line and D-line where we don't really see a lot of them before the game. But I mean, you know, everyone makes plays on the field, and you're trash talking there. So I mean, it's a heated game. So I mean, that's the aspect of the rivalry, though.
Is there anything that's been said in past games that's either made you kind of laugh or you know, kind of just let you know that this game's a little bit different?
No, I would just say like there were some games when we played there, especially last year, like I just kept getting sand in my face, and I was wondering like what that was. And I think my hunch is that the players would throw sand. That's just my thing. But they didn't really say much because we dominated them last year when we played them at home. So they were pretty quiet the whole game. They're front runners. So like when you get after them, especially last year, they were I mean they shut down for sure.
Speaking of trash talking, can I ask you a Devin Kirkland question?
Of course.
What's that guy bring to this team as far as the spirit?
I mean, he brings energy. Every time he comes to the facility, he's always saying what's up. I mean, he's joking around and he's having a fun time. And he's just an energy guy, and he's one of those guys on the team where you know you're going to get his best and everything.
Finish your speech. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just describing Devin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an energy guy.
Yeah.
That's 700 recruits have signed up. I just got the exact number, so 700. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Coach.
What's it like to have that guy who literally bleeds blue and gold, you know, leading the way this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. Have a guy that has been in that game. I mean, it's huge. He understands the rivalry. He's had a lot of success against the rivalry, and just having him as a head coach. I mean, I was with him for 5 years before, and our relationship has always been really strong. And so, just having that guy there, I mean, it's been awesome. It's huge.
That's okay. Go ahead.
What did Ethan do last year? You know, that especially going up against Caleb and clearly edged him out in that battle.
Yeah, no, I think he executed. Every play that we ran on offense, I think we had a lot of success in the plays that we were given and what Chip called. I think he executed, the O-line executed, and the defense did a great job. So I think just him going in there, obviously the talk of the town was Caleb, but he came in there and he dominated. And so that was no better game to dominate than the rivalry game.
What does it tell you about this rivalry when UCLA has maybe 600-700 recruits that are going to come and watch it?
Yeah, no, it's huge. I mean, like I said, UCLA needs to keep the Cali recruits in Cali. I think that's one of the biggest things, and I think that every coach continues to try to work on that, and no better way to go out there and for us to dominate the game, saying that UCLA is there, we're here to stay in the Big Ten, and it's a championship type program. I think that's huge with especially the talent that California has, keeping that talent in state and making UCLA better.
The confidence that Deshaun seems to have given you guys, can you speak to that?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those guys where you go out in the practice field and you want to play for him, right? And he's been in that game, and just knowing that and knowing that, look, he gives us all the tools that we need to go out there and execute. I mean, it kind of puts the pressure off our shoulders. We can just go out there and play free and play fast.
What do you tell the fans?
Just about the game.
What you need out of them?
Yeah, no, obviously, especially in the Rose Bowl. Unfortunately, my recent years in the Rose Bowl, we haven't had success against this team. So we need to go out there and get that dub in the Rose Bowl. I think the fans deserve it. We need all the energy we can and make it a sea of blue. And that's the biggest thing.
You guys have obviously gone through quite a bit on the offensive line as far as shuffling people around. May or may not have your left tackle this week. I guess, how have you guys been able to, still figure out a way to keep going no matter who's out there?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with Coach Castillo is work. We're always going to, no matter who is on the line, we're always going to put in that work. We've been around each other for a long time, so it's not like one dude stepping in, it's going to totally ruin the chemistry. But I just know that we're always going to put our head down and we're going to continue to work and we're going to fix what we need to fix so that we can go out and have a great game. And again, no better game to have a great game, bounce back from Washington than the SC game.
Have you been practicing your steps if you need to play some emergency left tackle?
No, I mean, I haven't, but I mean, I'll always be ready if that comes to it. I mean, I'll rise to the occasion.
How's Nicky been this week around the facility?
I mean, he's been great. He was one of those kids that comes in and always works. He always has our back. He's always in there. He's working and stuff, and he's a good kid, real good kid, and he has our back. So we always have his back.
Last year, obviously, Ethan edged out Caleb, but a lot of time this game comes down to the ground game, particularly TJ last year. What does a guy like TJ mean to you guys, particularly as a leader and a player in this rivalry?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of our main running backs, and to establish everything about this offense, we got to have a great run game. And we got to establish the run to open up the pass, and then that's kind of how we have a balanced offense going forward. And having TJ there, I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's going to give 110% effort, and knowing we have someone behind us like that, I mean, it's great. It's awesome.
What have you seen on film about their defensive front and kind of ways that you can kind of exploit and take advantage of what they do?
Yeah, I mean, they play hard, but I think we can get after these guys and we can truly dominate them.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.